lots of rants. So the emails, basically he says, I've never met somebody as bad as Trump. That's a crazy thing coming from Jeffrey Epstein. The next one, Jeffrey Epstein in 2018 to Landon Thomas Jr. And in this email, the exchange starts with, he feels alone and is nuts. I told everyone from day one, evil beyond belief, mad, and most thought I was speaking metaphorically. It's obvious he could crack. Stormy Daniels, lies after lies after lies. One thing I noticed throughout these emails is there are people who are responding in this way. Like, I think it's the way that Jeffrey Epstein kind of speaks even, which is interesting. His grammar is like atrocious. Even it's almost weird, cryptic. He has these random commas, these double spaces, a period, and then a question mark. It's all in lowercase until it's not. Like, some of this is just weird, especially for somebody who's trying to pretend that they're a Harvard graduate and this brilliant financier. Like, you'd think you'd know how to place commas correctly and use a keyboard. It's weird to me. I have to assume it's intentional. I don't know why, but it is very clearly intentional. And then there's Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Max. I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. That dog that hasn't barked is Trump. So-and-so, the victim, spent hours at my house with him, and he has never once been mentioned. Not sure what that means either. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Again, weird, cryptic, bizarre, just doesn't make any sense to me. The cadence of the speech is just off. The next one, here's one that people are calling damning, right? And I would say, by the way, I went over the Epstein files, like the black book with you guys. I did that over a year or 2 years ago. I went over this. I've called it out multiple times. I knew Epstein's name was in there. I knew this was coming. I lost thousands and thousands and thousands of followers on Instagram and everywhere else as a result of it, which is fine. But I knew this was coming. You, in the back of your mind, probably knew this was coming too. They're all compromised, every one of them. You don't get into this position unless you are. And that gets even more interesting as we move into the last email. And if you go all the way back, you saw that even Trump's daughter flew on the plane of Epstein. Who would let that happen? All right, here's one to Landon Thompson Jr. Would you like photos of Donald and girls in bikinis in my kitchen? So all the people, like, and again, I don't know if there's that many people, but there was people online trying to like discredit the idea that he was a Mossad agent who was blackmailing people. Like, obviously blackmailing people. Would you like photos of Donald and girls in bikinis in my kitchen? 2015. The next one, have them ask my housemen about Donald Trump almost walking through the door, leaving his nose print on the glass about young girls. I don't see anything there. Like, the stories I could tell about Trump. I know how dirty Donald is. Like, it just goes on and on. Again, I don't think these are like, there's going to be more to this. Now, here's one that's interesting. Jeffrey Epstein to somebody in 2019. Jeffrey Epstein says, Prince Andrew and Trump today, too funny. Recall Prince Andrew's accuser came out of Mar-a-Lago. That's Virginia Gruff, or however you pronounce her name. Can't believe nobody is making you the connective tissue. Now, I guess we don't know who the sender is, being redacted there. Now, something that was interesting too was that Trump met with Epstein in 2017. And I think even later, like 2019 too. And that was after Epstein, like I got to look at the timeline here. But essentially the idea, and it comes to a point in this that where they talk about it, is essentially making fun of the idea that Jeffrey Epstein's going to go to jail and Trump is going to be the person who indicts him but knows about the whole thing. This one's interesting to unknown. It will all blow over, it says. They're really just trying to take down Trump and doing whatever they can to do that. He said, yes. Again, triple, quadruple space, thanks. Quintuple space, it's wild. Quadruple space, because I am the one able to take him down. Now again, I don't think those ones are the ones that are like truly damning, but there is some juicier stuff in here that I think we can get to. But here's the interesting part about all of this. Now, Trump wants to release the files. Now, after we have all these emails come out, now after he's been painted in this way, now he wants to release it.